on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies still think they have something to prove. Desmond Bane says it's in our DNA, just being underdogs. Now that we're here on the biggest stage, we're letting everybody know that we're here, and we're here to stay. Guys, back to you.
Going for that top spot, always difficult, but a fun journey for them. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell, and it's Allen in at the center position. And for the Grizzlies, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Takes a 3. Bane, no good. And here are the Cavaliers.
Well, he has such tremendous upside, Evan Mobley. And we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets to coaching.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, you love his maturity and the leadership by example.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. On the wing, Bane. Covered by Mitchell. Bane, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Over Garland. And it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Allen. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Mitchell. Now, here's Okoro. Brooks covering. Okoro dishes to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot, and it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 6.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Osman. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Karis LeVert is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Allen. And it's Wade in at the power forward position. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team's shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
Good on the second free throw. We've talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
Now here's LeVert. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the pass to Kennard. Bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Making full use of that reach, Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
Jared Allen has become a cornerstone of this Cleveland Cavalier team. He plays on both sides of the ball with such intensity.
On your feet, fans, here they come, your Grizzlies.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Morant kicks to Brooks. Payne against Mitchell. And here is Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. Jackson passes to Brooks. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Outside Garland. Mobley finds Mitchell. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Jackson. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They strung together several impressive trips down the floor to open things up with an 8-0 run. When the clock ran out in the first quarter, they were up by 8. In the second quarter, they faced a much tougher challenge, but they intensified their efforts and pulled further ahead, finishing 10 points up at the half. Taking a look at the Cavaliers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force these guys to stay outside.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back, Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoy, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
3 points.
Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you pass it to him, Spider Mitchell is always ready to let it fly. An impact player the moment he stepped into the league.
Passes it to Bain. There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd. Clock at 6. Moran finds Brooks. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Allen. Mobley trying to free himself up. Shoots a fader. Allen's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant passes to Bain. Here's Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He gets that one.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Here's Morant. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Cleveland out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, at the guard spots, we'll see Garland and LeVert. Then it's Green. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Wade in at the 4.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
Personal foul. First team.
In terms of entertainment factor,
At the line
can
for the
any
Grizzlies,
current player top Ja Morant? I mean,
At the
we've
line
seen
for
Ja
one.
with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Morant. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Bobbed up there for Clark. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Tillman. And that one's good. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Now, here's Garland. Back to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Memphis with the ball. Down by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Allen.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And he makes the first.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Bain in for Jones. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant against Garland. Bounce pass LeVert. Garland kicks to LeVert. Pass to Mobley. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They lead by 10. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Here's Osman. Down low, here's Green, and he banks in the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort.